back to my channel. I feel like I do this. Do I do this every time I say welcome? The beginning's always rough for me. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Kian and I make videos. What do I make videos on? Faith related. I talk about taboo topics, talk about my journey being single, anyways, in today's video, I had you guys ask me some questions on Instagram. Here's my Instagram if you want to follow me, just to get to know me better, because a lot of you guys are new, so I just want to tell y'all a little bit about myself. So I'm gonna just dive into the questions. Let's do it. Okay, so the first question is, what makes you happy? And I probably should have thought about this one before, but honestly, so many things make me happy. I try to find happiness in the most simple things, whether that's just sitting outside in nature, or something that makes me really happy is dancing or singing in my car, just having dance sessions in my car, jamming out. That makes me super happy. I honestly have the most fun when I'm by myself in my car, just singing and dancing. So yeah, I would say those are some things that make me happy. Toxic relationship advice and finding the strength to let go. That one's tough. I think I will dedicate a whole video to that, but all I will say is the sooner you can find your self-worth, the easier it'll be to let it go. Often in toxic relationships, the other person almost destroys your self-esteem and self-worth. And just really growing in your self-worth and knowing what you deserve, because that is your bottom line. And if you know you deserve better, it'll be a lot easier to let go. It's when you feel like there's nothing else or you feel hopeless is when you get stuck. And I have been there before. So yes, I will make an entire video about that, because that's like a really deep topic that I would want to talk about. When you're ready to date, what will you look for in a guy? Should I grab my list? A lot of questions about dating, actually. In this magic notebook is the list of all the qualities I want my husband to have. And I do know that he probably will not have all of these. I mean, here's to hoping. But I feel it's very important to have some guidelines, because in those situations where, I don't know, it's just easier to figure out if you're compromising, if you have something that you created prior to meeting anybody. So I'll just read you a few off of here. So, loves Jesus passionately, caring and genuine, a free spirit, well-spoken, independent, but also loves spending time with me, ambitious and intelligent, adventurous, self-aware, always growing, humble, a servant's heart, loves to dance, romantic, easily connects with people, childlike spirit, yeah, giver, selfless, like it goes on. But yes, those are definitely some of the qualities I will be looking for when I start dating, which leads me to my next question. So someone asked, when does your season of singleness end, and do you have a set date to start looking? No, I don't have a set date. What about like, oh, July 1st, I'm gonna start looking. I believe I shouldn't really have to look, because when I've tried to look in the past, it doesn't really work out. I find if I just keep my eyes on God, so it's always when people say, when I stopped looking, that's when they came. And I think that is so true. So I don't think there'll be ever a day where I start looking for a man. I think God will open me up to a relationship when it's time. So I have no idea when my season will end, but I was thinking, I posted a few questions on Instagram the other day, and one of them was, if you're single, do you feel you're ready for a relationship? And I reflected on that question and I was like, am I? And I was like, yeah, I am ready. I don't know if that is necessarily like it's the right time because I'm about to move, and I have some pretty crazy adventures planned for 2020. However, at the end of the day, I do feel like I'm ready, and I do feel like I am able to be more selfless in a relationship. So potentially, maybe I'll start going out on dates. I don't really know how this whole thing works, but I do feel like God might be moving me into a new season where I'm kind of testing out what Christian dating is like, because I can't really speak to you guys on that. I haven't really dated in the Christian realm. Might be moving into a season of dating soon. Not sure. All I know is I'm not going to be on any dating apps or looking really hard. We'll just let him come to me. How do you handle stress? So I typically don't get stressed out, and that answer is probably really annoying, but it took me a while to get here. I would say I think stress comes from making up stories in your head and making things mean things. And what I mean by that is, if you watch my money video, you'll kind of get a better understanding of my philosophy on this. But if I don't have enough money to pay rent, instead of stressing about it, I just go straight to the action portion. And so, yeah, I feel like there's this whole place in the middle that people like to get stuck in. Like, here's the reality is I don't have enough money right now, and I need to have enough money. And then in this in-between, everyone likes to stress out. When the fact is, we could just smash all that stress and go straight to figuring it out. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if that makes sense. But basically, I just try not to get in over my head. I don't focus on things that haven't happened. I don't focus on the possibilities of things. It was so cute. My niece was saying she was worried that she might get this this fourth grade teacher who people say are mean. And she just started summer vacation, and she said she's worried about getting a teacher in like months. Like, my niece should be enjoying her summer vacation, and we introduce worry and stress at such a young age. So I just told her, well, you don't know if you're gonna get that teacher yet, so don't worry about it right now because it's a waste of time. I don't know if that helps, but that's basically how I do it. I don't get stressed often because I don't spend time in that middle ground. I don't really allow myself to hang out there. Next question is how old I am. I am 24. My birthday is October 13th, so I'll be 25 in October. I'm getting old. What's your dream job or career? Honestly, I would say anything that fulfills my purpose and God's purpose and the purpose that God has for me. And on my heart right now is my ministry is growing women and talking about Christianity to my generation and making it more attractive and helping people understand it better, as well as I really feel my heart is in relationships, and I feel in the future perhaps me and my husband will be a leader in a relationship. My dream job is to do that, whatever that takes, whether that's through YouTube, writing books, series, podcasts, shows, movies. I'll take anything, but I just want a platform to help people. Favorite worship song? I love Reckless Love. That will always be my OG song if you saw my testimony. But right now I'm really loving Another in the Fire by Hillsong and Whole Heart or Hold Me Now. Yes, those are some of my favorites. I also love the song Unmovable by Jake Hamilton, which I feel like is very underrated. So go listen to that because it's so good. How tall am I? I am 5'3" the last time I checked. Next question, have you ever thought about writing a book about your past and how Christ has changed you? I've actually never thought about writing a book on my testimony, but that would be a cool idea. I've definitely thought about writing books. When I was younger, I wanted to be an author. I even started a book. I think I got like 3 pages in. But I would love to write a book eventually, or when God has it, especially on like relationships and Christian dating. I think that would be a really fun book to write. Tell us a bit about your family. So all my family lives in Illinois besides my older brother. I have 2 brothers and 2 sisters. My older brother, I'm really bad with ages, guys. I don't even know my siblings' ages. He is in his late 20s. I hope that's right. But he lives in Colorado. He's actually my half brother. So both my parents were married before they met each other. And then my older sister is, guys, this is so bad. Y'all are calling me out right now. My older sister, I think, is 26 or 27. Sorry, Tatum. And then there's me. And then there's my younger sister, Jonah, who growing up, we would always pretend we were twins. We wanted to be twins so bad. And Jonah is 21. I think I got that one right. And then I have my little brother, Kyle, who is 18, I believe. I'm actually about to move home into my parents' house, which I don't know if I've told you yet. So I'll have to do a life update video. But I'm actually moving back to Illinois for a hot second. So I will be living with my sister and my little brother and Mama Lola, which is what we call my mom, and I call my dad Toad, but his name is Todd. What country have you always wanted to visit? I would really love to go to Australia. What are some of your favorite YouTubers? Okay, if I had 2 best friends on YouTube, I think I would be best friends with Kristen Johns and Cezanne, because first, they're godly women. Second off, they're really funny and super sweet, at least from what I can see on YouTube, but I'm sure it's genuine. So yeah, I love them. I also love watching Jess and Gabriel, and I also like, for like a travel couple, I like Marie and Jake Snow. They're really beautiful, and they're just like awesome people. They do Good Monday every week, and you can just tell that their intent is very genuine. So those are some of my favorites. Have you lost friends for getting saved? I wouldn't say I lost any friends. I think I probably grew out of some friendships, because there's either one of 2 things that happens. One, either people accept me for my new beliefs and they still pursue connection with me, even if we aren't living the same lifestyles or agree with everything, they're still pursuing connection. And then there's the friends who we don't have as much to relate on or talk to, and our lifestyles are so different that they feel almost comfortable not being friends anymore. Friends that I had before I was saved, yes, I stayed friends with the majority of them, and honestly, it's built our friendship even better because I can love them better, because now I got Jesus' love. So oh, someone said love your channel, God bless you. Oh, thanks, Jessica, I love you too. Am I currently dating? I think I answered that before. No one's asked me out on a date. So what do you see yourself doing in 10 years? In 10 years, I would love to have an amazing ministry with me and my husband. It would be awesome if our purposes and ministry kind of intertwined together, and we were both able to help young Christians, women and men, especially in the department of relationships. That would be awesome, but anything that he wants to do, I would support him wholeheartedly. In 10 years, I would have wanted to travel a lot. In 10 years, I will be 34, so I would probably want a child or 2 by then. In 10 years, I would like to, I am really just, it's up for interpretation. I don't know. Anything, I mean, I could meet a guy who, like, I end up marrying, who wants to live in another country, and you know, if that's on God's plan for us, then I'm going to another country and I'm living there. So it's really up to God, but me personally, yeah, I would love to be married, have a child or 2, have been well traveled, and really be tapping into my ministry and helping hundreds of thousands of people. That would be awesome. What's your favorite Bible translation? Mine is NLT with application notes, also TPT. I like NLT as well. I read the Message, but I do like to compare it to an NLT, the New Living Translation. I will be right back. Gosh, can you tell I just walked up some stairs? Someone asked, would you ever date a black guy? Genuinely curious. So, I am attracted to all types of men. And I think by asking the question, and this is an African American guy who asked it, by asking the question, would you date a black guy? It almost puts you in a box, which I think is very insensitive. And I think it's a problem with women who label themselves as, oh, I like black guys. Like, what? No, that's like discriminatory in my opinion. So I don't know, I just don't like that wording of things. If there were a ton of different ethnicities in one room, I would be attracted to people from all ethnicities. And by saying, oh, I only date white guys, or I only date Asian guys, or black guys, I just think that's wrong. I don't know, that's my opinion on it. I am attracted to a man based on his character, and physically attractive, there's like obviously physical traits that I'm more attracted to, or that attract me more to someone, but at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. And I think by us putting people in boxes still is just, I think we kind of need to move on from that. But I also don't think people are aware of that. So I don't know, maybe this will make you more aware. I just don't like that question. And nothing against you, because you probably don't realize you're doing it too, but it's hurting society and people's views on things. Okay, next question is, what is one of your bucket list places to go? Hi John, love you. Bucket list place, I would love to go to Bali. Here we go again with cat. Willow, move it, move it. Oh gosh. Meaningless cat. Okay, I would love to go to the Maldives. Those little huts on the beach. Yes. How did you get over lust and masturbation? Honestly, I was never really attracted to the idea of masturbation. I wouldn't really do it. So I was very blessed in that I did not have to struggle with giving it up. And as far as like sexual desires, when I was with somebody, there was still temptation. It was still hard, and I still did fail at times. So, but I found as I got closer to God, those desires were further away, and I would immediately feel convicted, and so it was much easier to stop myself and just like not initiate anything, because I was just so close to God that me even getting close to doing those things, or after I would do something like that, I would like cry and feel really bad. So I think just getting closer to God really helped me. And I will say, even a few months ago, just entering into my singleness, I would see a Christian man, at least now they're Christian, but I would see a Christian man, him talking about God, and I'd be like, oh my gosh, like drool. But then I saw, like, even in those moments, that is still lusting. So I had to figure out a way to move away from that and improve on that. And for me, that was just really focusing, praying God to help me in that area, and really focusing my attention on my relationship with God. Do you ever have moments of not wanting to pursue God for a day or a week? What do you do to get out? Totally. Totally. I do have those moments. I find just surrendering and being like, listen, God, I'm having a hard time wanting to get into the Word or connect to you or wanting to go to church. Please help me. Like, please help me. Send me things that will make me like pursue you harder. And at the end of the day, if anything, just make a commitment to do it even when you don't feel like doing it. because we can't really trust our feelings. Our feelings will always let us down, but at the end of the day, if you have a commitment to at least open your Bible every day, even if that means you read 3 sentences, at least you have that commitment to connection, and then feelings won't sway you. All right, I gotta go to work, and my camera's gonna die, so I think it's time. Oh, and I'm back. Camera died again, but I'm now in my beautiful work uniform. Yay! And I have to go, but I just want to say thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, if you have any other questions, leave them in the comments. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and just send some prayers that I make money today so I can pay my rent. Cool.